Hello, hello, just stopping by to say hello. I'm currently waiting on my freaking appetite. I don't want to ruin my appetite, but me smacking, I'm smacking on some shit, and they are too good to put down. I'm gonna wind up. You ever had that feeling where you eat something, like you waiting on something to get done, and then you wind up snacking on something else, and then you still hungry, so by the time your food is done, you eat that, but then you mix the two, and it don't go together, like the two are incompatible, and you end up throwing up because you was hungry and you didn't overeat. It's just the fact that what you ate was incompatible with what you were, what you were waiting on to eat. So yeah, and that's what I experienced the other day. I think I was waiting on my, I think I wound up eating some fish, but then I got hungry, so I wanted to eat some peach rolls. I think that's what I ate some peach rolls. I was snacking on my peach rolls while my fish was getting down. And when I was eating my fish, I didn't get done. I wanted to eat my fish when they got done. And man, peach rolls and fish, two incompatible things. Two incompatible food. So yeah, it was incompatible. Two incompatible types of foods. Will make you throw up. So now it's like I gotta watch what I eat, or I gotta get full, and then I'm ready for my other food, or when I'm ready to eat whatever it is I'm waiting for, I will leave enough space to where I don't throw up. Oh no. This food is too good. Too good. I'm just saying, my salsa, medium, and I like to get this one with the peppers, because if you get the plain salsa, it don't have that flavor to it. Mine has to have peppers, and it is so hard to find this. It's hard to find this. But I wind up getting the regular one, regular cheese, without the peppers. And I can still eat it, but it's not as good as the peppers, the one with the peppers. I was washing my laundry the other day, and I was sitting there because I went to the store because I was hungry. I hadn't ate. I went to the store and I got me some I wanted some chips and dip. I had me some chips and dip, I finished off all my chips. But yeah, I got me some fish and dip. I mean, not fish and dip. I mean some chips and dip, just so the pizza place next to it wouldn't, you know, tempt me. Cause I wasn't in a position to be spending, you know, just to spend. So I wound up getting my fish. I keep saying fish. Getting my my chips and my cheese. And these chips and this cheese, it was more so about the cheese. The cheese was hitting like it never hit before. I'm like, hold up, because what? What? And I got home and I threw some sour cream in there. Y'all know what I'm going towards. I ate some taco salad. Because that's what's really gonna hit for real. That's what my appetite wants. That's what I'm craving. I'm craving taco salad. Something with that creamy taste to it, you know. So yeah, let me get off of here. The more I'm talking, the more I'm snacking. And when I wait too long for whatever I'm making to get done, if I wait too long after, it gets hard and it don't taste right. So I'm going to have to, stop talking, get off of here. And yeah, that's my little story. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye. Oh, before I go to bed real quick, I was on a live and this girl was like, but she was talking about how you manipulate the truth. I was like, how do you manipulate the truth? The only way you can manipulate the truth is if it was a lie. Because you can manipulate a lie. Because you can tell a lie and make it seem as though it's the truth. And then I'm thinking about it a little bit more, and I feel like I'm thinking about it a little bit more than I should be. And I'm basically talking myself into something that don't make sense, that could possibly make sense, by saying that the way you can manipulate the truth is is there a way to manipulate the truth? I think I'm trying to figure out how that even makes sense. How do you manipulate the truth? By making the truth seem as though it's a lie? But then when I said that, she was like, hold on, because you just manipulated the truth. When I said, you can't manipulate the truth, because the truth is the truth, unless you're trying to make it seem as though the truth is a lie when it's actually the truth. And I feel like I heard that before. I heard that saying before, but I never actually thought about it until now. So maybe that's what it means. I don't know. Just not what that was on my mind before I go to sleep. You know, I can't sleep with something on my mind. So yeah, I had to voice that out so that I can get some sleep. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all another time. Bye.
Go. Hey. Hey. Mommy.
So, I had a good day today. Me and my son went out. We got groceries, but we also went to a couple places and got some food. One of the places, the hot dog shop, is well known in this area as well as everywhere else. It's our first time actually going there. So yeah, we went to the hot dog shop and then we went to this little restaurant, this little small restaurant, and we just had a great day. We had a great day. Um, yeah. So as for his eating habits, um, we just, I'm just taking it day by day. And I went and got him some more Pediasure, just as his doctor said, to keep that handy on at times like this when he's not really eating as much as he usually do. Don't focus too much on the food, but more so of the drinks. And he has been drinking a lot, so therefore this Pediasure should get the job done. Um, so yeah, that was our day, and this is one of the nightgowns that I recently got from a friend. Um, I really like this nightgown. So yeah, especially since I don't have any night clothes, so this is one of my nightgowns. I have another nightgown, but this is my second nightgown. So yeah, and this is a pocket. It has a little pocket to it. I need some more of these. I really like these. And that's the thing about receiving stuff from other people. It's like you never know what you like until you have it. So it's like this is really introducing me to another wardrobe. So it's like eventually when I do go out and get some more clothes, I have been introduced to these clothes of what I do like. And now it's inspiring me to, eventually get some clothes of my own that like that's kind of like this, because I never knew I would like any clothing like this, but I do. So yeah, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and get some sleep. Y'all have a good night, sweet dreams, and I'm out. Bye. So this morning I go outside like this, and there was a guy that I normally see. But yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing if he seen me like this. Embarrassing moment. Have any other women experienced this? So I also wanted to go ahead and use my spray bottle to spray my tree. This is the first time I'm actually doing it with a spray bottle. I usually don't. So this time I am. So yeah. Even when you feel like you can get up and get stuff done, you usually can't. So anyway, last night I had this dream. We were at some kind of park and I had to run to grab something. Of course I got a ride, but I wound up leaving my tablet and all my belongings, my valuable belongings such as my wallet and stuff, at the table where I was sitting. While I was gone, there was this, on our way back from me grabbing whatever I grabbed, I got a ride by a policeman in a car, and there was a snake. It was like a real big, thick snake, and I think it was yellow. So in the car, I grabbed the snake because I thought it was the guy's snake. I don't know why I thought it was the guy's snake. It was sitting beside the car, and I wound up grabbing it and bringing it in the car with me. And on the way back, I'm like, "Is this your snake?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh." And then the snake was just like wrapped around me, like it didn't hurt me or anything. But then he kind of made me fearful of the snake. So I wound up putting the snake, like he opened the door. Well, I think the door opened and we was driving. I'm like, "You gonna close this door?" And he was like, "No." No, I think I opened the door to let the snake out eventually. But then I started getting scared because the door was open and I thought I was gonna fall out. But then I guess the snake sensed my fear, and it wound up, it wasn't as calm as it was, so it wound up going out the window. Going out the window. It didn't really go out the door, it went out the back window, the back passenger seat window. No, I was in the passenger seat, but it went out the back window. So then we wound up reaching a place where my belongings were, and he dropped me off. And then one of the girls was like, she was like, "It's not like you left your tablet." I'm like, "What is it to you?" Obviously, I did, but you didn't know. Because if you knew, then obviously you probably would have grabbed it by the way she was looking at me. So I went over and grabbed my stuff. But then there was this. I only did that because I wound up leaving and grabbing something out of fear because there was this bridge we had to cross over. And I was like, I guess there was an incident recently where the bridge had collapsed. And I was afraid to go over this bridge. So I let them go over the bridge. So yeah, they went over the bridge, and then by the time I got back, they got back. And I was like, I called for my son, and he was like in this hoodie type thing. And he heard me call, and then he, took off the hoodie and came towards me. So then I was sitting with this guy. This is a whole nother dream. So I was sitting with this guy, and it was like an African guy. I was sitting with him, but then I noticed that there was this other guy that kept staring at me. Like, he was staring at me, and he, like, started to get sad, talking about this guy that I was sitting with was his brother. And he actually made a song about it. And then, but I was, like, really in love with this guy. So me and the guy just sitting there cuddling while the other guy going crazy and whatnot. But then I'm thinking, like, why do you care? You got a whole wife. And later on, it wasn't until later on that I found out that him and his wife had split up. So the girl, when we wound up leaving, before we left, there was this child. This child was beside me, like coming towards me and mimicking me. not that it was my child, and it was actually a foreign child. And the foreign people was like sitting around the child, and the one lady beside me was like, "You gonna go to your mother?" And then I was like, "Yeah, go to your mother." And then the child was still standing beside me, but the mother called out to the child. And I was just telling the child, like, say this, say that. But then after that, I wound up, there was this girl, and she was telling me how the guy that had recently broke up with his wife, that was angry or feeling some type of way, had approached her. So I brought up the fact that he was sad, and I was like, "Is this his brother?" I was like, "Is you his brother?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh," because the guy was familiar, you know. And it turns out that I used to date the guy that broke up with his wife, and he was feeling some type of way because I was with his brother now. And I told her that, I was like, "Yeah, I didn't know that him and his wife broke up. That's probably why he was acting that way." And she was like, "Yeah." Well, she hadn't said anything. So then there was this other part of my dream where I seen my sister, and they were excited because they had finally funded this church assembly that they always wanted, and they didn't know I was a participant in that fundraiser, but I just kept quiet about it. So then I was telling my sister, I was like, "Yeah, you kind of look like the version of you that was in my dream." And I was just rubbing her face and stuff because I missed her. And it just seemed like she didn't miss me. Like she was just kind of just brushing me off. Like she was mad at me. I'm like, "Oh, she must still be mad." But that's a long time to be mad, but oh well. Um, so then, my brother was there, and he was talking about, well, he was trying to find me, but I was hiding from him because I was mad at him. So then there was some police officers approached the scene, and I guess, well, this girl, she popped up out of nowhere, and she was like, "Yeah, that's why they coming to get you." And she wasn't I don't know if she was talking to me, but she was directing it towards somebody else. Like she was directing it towards somebody with me. She was like, "They coming to get you," and this and that. So then the police wound up blowing down, and I'm still under the step. I don't know what step I'm under. I'm just like, "Oh snap, like what's going on?" Like it was a whole bunch of police surrounding the area. And I wound up going to, well, there was this person, while they was checking out the scene, I think they got a couple people, and then there was this person they had shut inside this case that was outside this house or something. They shut the person in that case, and then they wind up just leaving or something. And then another part of the dream, there was this woman, and she was a foster care parent, and I was one of her foster child. And then I guess this this foster home has, like, I was just thinking to myself, I'm just like, nobody nobody actually leaves this foster home. Like nobody actually adopts anyone from here. And she was explaining, and I was explaining to her, I'm like, "Don't be like last time." And she was like, She was like, yeah, and she started laughing, and somebody was like, what happened last time? I was like, well, we got evicted, and we wound up being out in the cold, sleeping, carrying our freaking sleeping beds with us everywhere, and we was just, we was freezing out there. And then, and she was like, yeah, hopefully it don't be like last time. I'm pretty sure it won't. I'm like, good, because I was freezing. I was numb at the time, but I was like, this time I might actually go off if I get put in that situation again. So yeah, I think that's all of my dream. Yeah, that was all of my dream. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, be notified, share at your own free will to show you care. Bye.
Her alarm goes off and she gets up to watch the morning news. Doesn't work no more, but tells a lot of stories about her youth. Drinks more lately, ain't got pills in many different colors too. Morning light is showing, she moves the chair to look out at her view.